Well guys, welcome back. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling the rest of this car apart. We're going to take the battery box, the toggle switches, the shifter, all the stuff. I might just cut this out. I probably won't keep the dash bar, guys. It's quick and easy just to run the saws all across the bottom here and take out all this stuff. The seat is no good to me. It's garbage. The cage I'd like to come out, and we're going to have to cut all that 9 wire in the back. Honestly, I still don't even know how I'm going to get half this stuff out of here. But let's start taking this thing apart and see how far we get. I've got some of the stuff out. Oh my god, look at all the crap. There's my ratchet straps. I've been looking for half this shit. Alright, let's get going at this. Well, take a look at this. We got this bar here. We got all of this stuff over here. We got the gas tank protector, we got the uprights, we got the door bars, we got the uppers to the gas tank protector. We got everything out of this car, and it came out so nicely. Actually, that's not true. It was horrible. It was bloody horrible. This car here, yeah, there's not really anything left in the back of it, and the whole gas tank protector was like underneath the speaker tray, so it was really hard to get it out. But it came out. It came out, and it came out actually pretty easily compared to this was a full cage. So we're going to leave all this 9 wire in here. This one here isn't even doing anything because it was around the pillar that we cut into the gas tank protector that we cut. We got out the gas tank holder. We started undoing some of the battery. The shifter's still got to come out. We did remove the quick release steering wheel, so that was a job and a half right there. That was a 4-hour job just to remove the quick release steering wheel. But it's out now. I'm joking, guys. It came out easily, you know. But we still got to do a lot more to this car. We still have to pull out the battery box. The battery in this is still good, believe it or not. Got to pull out all the wiring, shifter. I'm going to pull out the steering column, all my gauges. I'm just going to cut the one for the volts. I'm just going to undo the one for the oil pressure, all that fun stuff. Still have to take the computer, transmission cooler. So we'll be right back when we start taking out more of that. I'd really like to save this back brace, but something tells me that she's a little cooked there, Captain. The goose on this one may be just a little overdone. So let's get the rest of this stuff out, and then we'll be back here and show you guys what she looks like when we get everything out. We might unbolt the seat just for the fact that there might be money underneath it. Let me see. Nope. No money underneath it. There is an airbag cover though. So we had the motor out the other day. We got the front of the frame cut off the other day. We have the axles over here. We've saved some more stuff. We got the gas pedal saved. I'm just being lazy. Got the throttle cable saved. Being lazy. I got the battery box saved. I wanted to keep that. We got all the cage out. You guys may have seen that the other day over there. But what else have we saved? We saved the gas tank holder. We saved the battery holder. We got the transmission cooler. I still have to take the computer out. We could save the steering column. Now, that's your average stuff that we're going to save. We still have to pull out this cable right here, which I've already got undone, which is our negative cable. So we're just going to throw that up here. I want to save the rear bumper, but honestly, I don't want to use the torches today inside the garage. So we're just probably going to leave that for now. This is going to sound stupid, but I saved all the nuts that I could easily remove. Because, let's face it, I hate buying nuts. These nuts? Yes, those nuts. So we still have to remove the computer, but we've removed pretty much everything that I think we can save from this car. Now, my Dodge is in the garage right now, so I can't really take it to scrap, but realistically, it's not very heavy, so I'd like to kind of take it in with another car, to be honest. Might have to save this bolt here, I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't even think that really did a great job, but it worked. Brake lines I'm not going to save. Maybe I'll save this 90 degrees right here, just because they are hard to come by. And yeah, that's just about all we're going to save from this thing. Maybe save this one. I don't know. I'm being weird and saving stupid shit here, so. But that's pretty much what's left of this car. Nothing. The seat is broken, so we're not saving that. The cage is out of it. Everything that is worth anything is out of it. And I'd like to save that back bar, but honestly guys, it's way too destroyed to save. Everything that's somewhat savable saved. It's quite crazy how bad this car actually bent. Meltdown is an incredibly hard-hitting show. If you guys are into mini cars and you're in the Northeast or even in Canada up here in Ontario, Ottawa, Quebec, Montreal, you guys should go down and try out Mini Meltdown. I think it is probably one of the best shows here around here. The guys there, they just don't give a shit. They will track shot you like crazy. The cars come into the feature just mangled, and I had a lot of fun. How often do you guys see a full gas tank protector to the speaker deck inside of a Camry where the rockers bend 90 like that? Like, guys, Mini Meltdown is probably one of the best shows. The tech is very fair. I had problems with some of the stuff I did, and they kind of went through it, and they read the rules to me, and I argued my fact. I lost my fact that I was arguing, but that's not the problem. The tech gave me the time to sit there and argue. They had a whole lineup of cars behind me, and they gave me a chance to bring up what I thought was reasonable, and for that, I actually really applaud them. I feel like I was treated super fair, and I can't ask for anything more than that. So, yeah, Mini Meltdown, I give a solid 9.8 out of 10 as of a driver experience. I don't know much what they could have done to make it better, but, guys, there's always spots for improvement, but 9.8. I enjoy the show. It's a great spot. It's a great weekend. The food is good, and it's a small town feel still. And a lot of people there are super nice. It's not, people aren't angry or mean towards you or anything like that. So I think this thing's just about ready to go outside. We're just going to pull the computer and some brake lines, and she's ready to go outside. We have the Walden running and warming up, and it's going to get a little smoky in here. So we'll open up the doors to let out some of the smoke and get this thing carried out. And then I'd like to bring in the new Avalon. So don't laugh, but my plan is to take the factory seatbelt, hook it over top of the forks to a ratchet strap to that seatbelt. If you guys don't know, seatbelts go perfectly into ratchet straps. So we're going to lift this thing out with the Walden, and then we have a new car to come right in here. So let's see how well this goes. I'm just going to try to make it so the heat stays in the garage, so I want the door open as little as possible. So let's take a look at this beaut here in the shop. So I sold this car about 4 years ago, and I finally got it back. She's a little worse for wear since I sold her. She's got some dents. And then if you come over to this side, she's got some hefty dents on the doors and stuff. What does kind of suck is the trunk is full of water and the back window's smashed out of it, so I'd really like to see how bad it is in there. It doesn't smell very good. And if you guys could smell how bad this thing smelt, maybe you would just be happy that you're watching through YouTube. This strut already looks like it's bent. It doesn't look like it's been through anything yet. I want to get it up on the hoist and see how bad it is. But unfortunately, because of the amount of snow that we got here, my shop is going to get flooded. I should have brushed all this off outside, but I didn't. But we got the new car into the shop here. As you guys hear, she is a screamer, but unfortunately the V6 is going to come out of this. It's just a shame to rip these things out, but unfortunately she's got to go, Captain. So we got the shop door closed, we got the car back in, and we're ready to go. So thanks for watching, guys. We got the new project into the garage here, and we got to come up with a game plan for it. We got to start tearing this car apart. Mini meltdown, it seems like it's a long way away because it's only December. The doors don't open on it. I hate the automatic locks. Mini meltdown seems like it's a long way away, but it's coming up pretty quick. So we have to start preparing for it. I haven't even read the rules yet, but we need to get the dash out, we need to get the motor out, we need to check on the condition of the front subframe, the back subframe, do all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop. But we do have the new car. That's right, guys, Zach's Workshop. It looks like crap, doesn't it?